This conference will now be recorded.
So let me log into Salesforce. So let us log into our app. So in security, till now we have seen users, roles, profiles. So we have something on permission set. We have yesterday we have seen OWD sharing rule, sharing settings. We'll talk later. Okay. We'll continue with this one. We'll continue with the automation today. So in the automation today, we'll talk about email alert. Okay. So the requirement was whenever you, let's say for example, whenever you you put up an inquiry for any kind of product. Let's say you want to take an internet connection into your house. So you might have put up an inquiry with the internet service provider, right? So when you share your personal details like your name, email ID, phone number, and all, so automatically you will get an SMS as well as you will get an email saying that thanks for your inquiry. My representative will contact you shortly for your request. Right. So same way when you do any banking transaction or when you go to any online shopping website, when you do a transaction, automatically you will get an email alert saying that thanks for shopping or something. Okay. The same way in Salesforce also. So when a company put up an advertisement to sell a product, right? When a company put up an advertisement to sell a product, so the advertisement they can put up in a campaign, right? So the campaign can be anything: a social media ad, a newspaper ad, or maybe a website ad, or it may be a um, banner ad, any kind of ad. The advertisement can be anything. Okay. So once in the advertisement, the company might have given the company email ID as well as website details and toll free number. So whenever in whichever way people are who are interested about to buy the product from this company, when they put up an inquiry, so that inquiry will we can create in a lead object actually. Lead is nothing but a potential prospect, potential opportunity. So when a lead is created with the details, just go to the lead. When we create a record, when we create a lead, when we click new, okay. So we'll provide the lead phone number, his name, his company, from which company he put up an inquiry, and his email ID and other details. When we save whatever email ID that we mentioned here to this email, we want to send an product inquiry email saying that thanks for thanks for inquiring about a product. So from our company, a representative will contact you shortly for further details. Okay, means technically, if I want to explain the scenario, when a lead is created, when a record is created in a lead object, okay. So whatever details that we mention in the lead and whatever email ID that we mention in the to that email, when the record saves to that email from Salesforce, we want to send an email alert saying that product inquiry alert means something. The content you can design in the email template, whatever the content that you want to keep. Okay. Means when a record is created on a lead object, we are sending an email. We are sending an email. Okay. So the only condition is when a record is created. See, we cannot send an email once we have the customer data. First time we want to send an email. So when you are receiving every day, thanks for your inquiry, thanks for your inquiry means you will get irritated, right? Will not feel professional, right? So we want to send an email only one time when a record is created. And the condition was the email field should have data. So this is the requirement. Okay. So when a record is created on lead object, we want to send an email to whichever email ID that mentioned in the lead object on the email field. Okay. So this can be done. This particular requirement can be achieved by using the concept called by using the concept of email alert by using workflow. So we can send an email alert by using workflow as well as by using process builder. So we'll show you in both the ways how we can send an email alert by using a workflow as well as by using a process builder. So workflow and process builders are an automation tools, means without any human interaction. When some action has been, when something has created or edited, we want to do some actions, so that can be done by using the concept of workflow as well as process builder. So first we'll go with the workflow. In workflow, we'll go with the option called whenever a record is created. Okay, whenever a record is created. Okay, so whatever the email ID that we mention in the record, to that email we want to send an email alert. This is the requirement. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Others?
Yes.
Okay. So let's see how we can do this. How we can achieve this requirement. Go to setup. Let me go to setup. Please be on mute. So workflow rules will write on object level. Okay. Workflow rules will write on object level. Okay. Before we write a workflow, just check do we have any email template on. Okay. So we have a lot of email templates here. One second. Okay. So we have an email templates which has been given by Salesforce. Everyone got settled down. People are coming and going. Okay. So we'll be talking this requirement. We'll be talking about this requirement like before we write a workflow. So we need to have an email template. Okay. So check according to our need. Do we have an email template? So my requirement was product inquiry email, right? So see, I have a marketing related product inquiry response. Some inquiry come and you are sending a response. Let me open and just click on this. A standard email response to website product inquiry. Someone put up an inquiry on your website, company website, and you are sending an email through. You are responding through email. So saying that. So here you are using a company name called Genvault. We can change this one to RD. It says the thank you for your inquiry. So dear so and so, thanks for your inquiry about the company product. A representative will contact you shortly. If you want to add some more content, you can add. But here you see lead name, right? Lead name is nothing but, so when you create a lead, whatever name that you mention here, that whatever name that you going to put up last name. Okay. So every time when we provide a different names, when we create a different lead, okay, that name should be populated automatically in the email, right? Whatever name that we provide in the last name, okay. So that name should go and update in the email. So whatever name that you provide here and should update here, if should update here means we can use we can use a much field. Okay. So this is a much field. Much field is nothing but whichever field value you want to get in the email automatically, you can use a much field. Now edit this. I want to change to RD. Same. Wherever Genvault is there, I change to RD. Now go and write the workflow. My email template is ready. Let's go and write the workflow. So what is a workflow? Workflow is an automation tool. Okay. So workflow rules we will write on object level. Workflow rules will write on object level. Remember, workflow rules will write on object level. So by using workflows, we can send an email. Okay. We can do field update. We can create a task. Okay. All those actions we can do. But now I'm going with the option called email alert. Okay. So continue. On which object and which, just click on new rule. See, now it's asking select the object. Select the object to which this workflow rule is applied. Okay. Select this object to which this workflow rule is applied. Okay. On which object you want to write? Lead object, right? So lead. Why? Your requirement is on the lead object only, right? When you create a record on the lead object. Okay. Continue. Next. So what is the rule name? You can write anything. Any name you can write. I'll say product inquiry alert. Okay. Evaluate the criteria. Evaluate the rule when a record is created, edited, and meet any criteria. Now I'll go with the created. I want to send an email alert when a record is created on lead object. When we click new, means when a record is created. We are not expecting to send an email alert when a record is edited, right? So we are expecting to send an email alert when a record is created. created. When a record is created. Okay. So I'll select when a record is created. And now in the requirement, if you look at, you want to send an email when a record is created. To whom you want to send? I want to send an email, whatever email ID that I mentioned in the email field. So I need to check whether the field called email ID does it has a value or not. So I'll go with the criteria here. I'll go with the criteria saying that the field called on the lead object, the field called email. We have our operators equal, not equal. I'll go with the not equal to null. If I have not entered any value, means when a record is created on the lead object, the email field is not equal to null. The email field is not equal to null. Not equal to null means it has a value. Not equal to null means it has a value. Okay. So on the lead object, whenever a record is created, on the lead called email not equal to null. Save on next. So what action that you want to perform? Lead object, when a record is created and the email is not equal to null, it has a value. Then what action that you want to perform? Email alert. Okay. Email alert. So description, I'll say product inquiry. So what is the email template that you want to use for this? Okay. What is an email template that you want to use for this? Okay. So I want to use an email template. Select the lookup. I want to use an email template related to product inquiry. Select. Then who is the recipient? Recipient type. Who is the recipient? Okay. Who is the recipient? Okay. Who is the recipient? Who is the recipient? The recipient is who is going to receive an email? Email ID, right? Whatever email ID that you mention in the email field. Okay. So the recipient is email field. See, you can send an email to account owner, case, creator, owner, public groups, roles, and users. No, I want to send it to email field. The moment when you select an email field in the lead object, what is the email field? Email, right? So it's selected email. Select, add. And apart from that email, you can also add 5 email IDs. Okay, additionally. And from which user email the email will go means whomever is creating a record. Whomever is creating a record. Okay. So that user will associated with one email ID, right? Every user will associated with one email ID, right? From his email, that email will go. Okay. Save. Done. Don't forget to activate. Okay. And go and check. Let's create a lead. I'm just creating a lead to test. Go and check my email. I got an email, right? Dear Sheikh, name came automatically. Thanks for your inquiry about RD product. A representative will contact you shortly. Okay, the user can reply. See, it goes to this user. Why? Because whatever user ID, whatever record I created my user. So my user has same email ID. Now, so once we created okay, now let's try to edit the record. Let's see whether the email will go or not. No, right? Why? Because we written condition only for whenever a record is whenever just go to workflow. We written email template only when a record is created, right? That's right. Evaluate the rule only when a record is created. Let's say if I deactivate this one, when I create a record, when the email will go or not, let's say, just go to, so it is inactive, it's not active. Okay, let's create a lead. Now go and check my email. No, right? Why? Because workflow is in not inactive. Active means it should be checked. See, deactivate. It should be in a check. Okay. And now, can I edit the workflow? Yes, you can edit the workflow anytime. Okay, if you want to do any changes, you can edit. You can edit the workflow anytime. Okay. And if you want to add any other conditions here also we return the condition form. You can edit. You can edit anytime. Okay. So how many workflows that we can write on a particular object? Go to object manager. Go to any of the object. Let's say on lead we are writing. Go to lead object. Go to object limits. Workflows. So active workflows 50. But total you can write 500. On a particular object, 500 workflows you can write. On a particular object, 500 workflows you can write. But active can be 50. So previously we deactivated, right? So you can write whichever is priority and whichever you want to use. So 50 workflows you can activate at a time on a particular object. Okay, I can use 500, I can write 500, I can define 500, I can create 500, but I can only activate 50 workflows at a time. I cannot activate more than that. Okay. Any questions on this particular topic?
So maybe after practice.
Okay, others? Okay. So next we'll talk about one more email alert. We'll write on custom object. So whatever we have seen till now on the standard object, right? The lead is a standard object. So we will try to see on custom object also. Okay. So on the custom object called employee object, we'll try to see. On the custom object called employee object, we'll try to see. So whenever a record is created on employee object, means new employee record, right? So to that new employee, we want to send a welcome email from Salesforce saying that thanks for joining with our company RD. So we will work with you and we are nice to work. Means something content you want to develop and you can send. Okay. So for that, we will be creating an email templates. So we can create an email templates, 4 type of email templates. One is in a text, another one is an HTML, another one is a custom, another one is a Visual Force one. We'll try to see how we can create those email templates. And we can also use a logos here, and we can also use a letterheads, creating a logos, creating a letterheads, creating an email templates. Once everything is ready, then go ahead and write the workflow. Okay. So that I'll prefer to speak Thursday class. So tomorrow I'm not going to take a session. I'll stop now. I cannot speak today. I'm not properly. Okay. So we'll take session on Thursday. So tomorrow I'm not available. So tomorrow no session. And today I'm stopping here. Okay. Any other questions?
Sir, can you text me whenever you get a chance for helping me with my
So that
question?
that recording your question that we'll see in the data loader. That time you will understand. So as of
So,
now, just keep a pass.
okay. So, sir,
Keep a pass.
sir, that's what I wanted to check. I didn't do the edit in the data loader because I know you will be teaching it, but I'm still continuing practice. But later on, I'll be able to fix it,
See,
right?
the issue, the solution for that question was, the
Uh-huh.
question was already I have a record
Uh-huh.
on the existing records on
Uh-huh.
employee on the existing records. I have not enabled the IDs. I need a record.
Right.
I need an ID.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So can I generate an automatic ID for the existing records?
Correct. Correct.
Yes. Yes. It can
Okay.
be possible. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So you can do from data import wizard or data loader.io. So on the existing record, by
Mm-hmm.
using a record ID, while we
Mm-hmm.
update a record, so we can insert the field called ID. Okay, so we can
Mm-hmm.
give the ID details and we can ask the system to update. That is one way. So while doing, we have to give the record ID. Record ID is nothing but for an existing record, you can do an update. So you can do an update. You can do an update from here as a user. As an user, you can update from here by just edit the record. Okay. But whereas if you want to use a tool by using data import wizard data loader.io, so you need to use an Excel file. In that Excel file, so you need to give a record ID. This is a record ID. So a
So will you
record
be
ID.
teaching this later?
Let
Then I
me
can do it
let,
then.
let, let me finish.
Okay.
So a record ID is an 18 digits character, alpha
Okay.
numeric characters.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So while update, if you want to update a record, so we can update the record with ID. We need to give an ID, record ID. So we will talk this while teaching a dataloader.io, so we can update
Okay.
the record.
So, sir, I'll do it then. I won't make changes because I remember I sent you
See,
the
this can be
screenshot.
happen. This can be happen when you try to create an object. So at the
Uh-huh.
time of creating an object also, or else
Uh-huh.
you can define a field in that object. You can define a field. So just go
Yes.
to just go to the object.
Sir, I changed the field already.
Let me finish. Okay.
Sorry. No, I just wanted to tell you what I did.
Let me
Yeah.
finish. Others will get
Uh-huh.
confused. I'm talking. You are talking. Let me finish.
Mm-hmm.
So when we create a record, when we create a field, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So we will select the data type as an auto number.
Mm-hmm.
Continue. Generate an auto number for an existing request. Okay. If you miss, you can select this option. This is one way. Okay.
Okay.
Provided if you are not mentioned that field, this is one way. Other way we can do with data loader.
Okay. So, sir, you're saying that if I didn't do data loader and I went and edited the general auto number for existing fields, that should fix it?
How you can generate an auto number field? You cannot generate.
Okay. So
You
for
cannot
the
generate.
so sir, first my goal was to not do it manually because I was like, if in real life I have more data, more records to change, I can't do everything manually. So I changed the field type, but then my to text, so I could manually field it, but then that messed up my records. So I deleted the field. However, I brought the field back. I know I texted you, sir. I deleted it because I got so tired trying 2-3 hours on it. I brought the field back. I have my new records have number, but my previous records don't. So the option that you just told me right now to generate, can that be done at this step?
If you are already created a data type field, it's not possible. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So we have to go with the data loader data.
Data. So, sir, it said that data loader configuration. I'm just looking at the screenshot. Sir, will it change something else if I use the data loader? Like, will it mess up or will I lose anything? Because
Nothing
I
will
was too
happen.
scared.
Nothing
Okay.
nothing will happen, right? This is not Salesforce. You are not paying anything to Salesforce, right? Do
Okay.
it
Okay.
whatever you
Okay.
want to do it. Do
And
it.
so, sir, I
If
will
it is
need to use.
messed
Mhm.
up, you can create one more developer edition. Okay.
Right. So, sir, in that yes no option, should I just go ahead and select yes because I was too scared to do the edit?
See, data loader you can call from here. Don't go there. Just go to setup data
Yeah, I
loader
went
dot
to. So
or
that's where I
else
did it from.
or else
From the
type data loader.io, data loader.io.
right. Sir, I use the data loader from the app, from the Salesforce, sorry.
Anywhere it will come here only. So before that you log in into the Salesforce in other system, in other windows.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Okay.
Sir, I'll try. But I'm too scared to edit
Leave
at
it.
the
No
moment.
need to do too much of here. Leave it. We'll talk later.
Yeah. Sir, I have another question. If I had to make a copy of my, like, we make a clone of so many of our records and fields, is there a way to make a clone of our account? So in the event I messed it up, I could have it.
We can we can.
Uh, sir, okay, then
That
is
is
that a
too far to discuss.
okay?
Okay.
Okay.
We can
Okay,
do
sir.
that.
Okay,
Yeah.
sir. Thank you. Have a good day, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Guys, tomorrow we are not connecting. We are connecting on Thursday.